The relationship with Tyler and Miles for me is really interesting. I want to liken it to, and I hope you don't take offense, I want to liken it to the Charlotte and Samantha of Sex and the City, in that I feel like they're both very practiced in their ways, but when they interact with each other, they both start to change in a really fascinating way. You know, Tyler takes more risks, and I feel like Miles starts to look at some of the risks he's taking as, at least with a more realistic viewpoint. And so the way that they empower each other to break out of their routine is really cool. And I look forward to even more of that. But I really love that relationship, and how it's written. The relationship with David is very special to Tyler. The reason I believe that Tyler comes back after his relationship with Jonathan goes kabloom, is because if there was a time in Tyler's life where he felt the most himself and that felt the most free and the most grounded, it was with David. And even though on one hand there is an element of falling back to an old routine, I think it's also because he feels really safe with David and really, really connected. And honestly, one of the biggest reasons I feel that he left David in the first place was not because he didn't love him, but because he felt he needed to be in a relationship that was more stable, in a relationship with I'm going to use it again, but grown up, which he saw in Jonathan. Jonathan is a bit older. Jonathan has a well-paying and established career. He has a home. He was very grounded, and David, you know, is very stable, but not really through any fault of his own, so much as, you know, having his trust fund and being able to just kind of relax on what he has. So there was a frivolousness to David that Tyler felt was not long-standing, could not have a, you know, could not be a long-term relationship because David doesn't understand that. But at the same time, he felt so at home with David, and that's why he comes back, and that's figuring out what that's going to mean in the future is going to be a big part of Tyler.